I was so nervous, but I'm getting text messages, 100,000, 200,000, you know, the money was just rolling out.
We were watching it really closely, and I said it was like an ATM machine.
How does it work, William?
So you got a great idea, but you're broke. Well, imagine raising $2 million in 10 hours without Wall Street, a bank, or investors, but total strangers giving you 10 or 20 bucks. That's crowdfunding.
I was a broke college student, and I raised $25,000 in just 3 weeks. Now I have a profitable business.
It's like the ultimate American dream. If you have an idea now, anybody can go and fund it themselves.
We raise tens of thousands of dollars, sometimes even hundreds of thousands of dollars, by creating, launching, and promoting successful crowdfunding projects. Right now, I'm on a mission to launch more crowdfunding projects, find awesome ideas, raise way more money on every crowdfunding platform in every country, in every category that crowdfunding allows you to do. And I want to create successful entrepreneurs every single week. I'm going to need your help to do that. I'm going to need to work with more people who have awesome ideas that they want to crowdfund together. So I launched my first crowdfunding project and also turned into my first business from my college dorm room back in college, okay? I was totally broke, and I used the same strategies that I use today to raise a quick $25,000 in just a few weeks. Now, I work from anywhere I want. I don't even think about my old 9-to-5 job. That's so gone now. It's a very distant memory, okay? Now, if I want to work, I just take my laptop, I bring it wherever I want to go. You know, I've already traveled to dozens of countries now across 5 different continents. And I don't say that to brag or anything. I say it because I learned the skills to do this myself, okay? I learned how to do this. You can learn it too. Anyone can do this. So if you're serious about your success, if you don't want to miss out on how to profit from this new crowdfunding economy, then go ahead and apply now by clicking the button below. This is your chance.
So now I'm recording. Sharing my screen. Can somebody let me know you can see my screen?
Yes, Colin, we can see it.
Okay. Okay, welcome everybody to Impact 101. As I've said, my name is Colin Simmons. I'm from Birmingham in the United Kingdom, and it is my pleasure to be here just to give you an idea of what's going on that came our way only 6 weeks ago. A good friend of mine, which is Duncan Wood, 6 weeks ago said, Colin, I know you are aware of crowdfunding because we have worked together with a previous company, but I need you to see what is so special and so different about what we have now with Impact 101. Because Duncan came to me with this, I said, show me, show me. What we saw is what can I say? It's a first-class crowdfunding platform. What I'm sharing with you on screen here now is a number of different crowdfunding platforms. You may have recognized some: Facebook, GoFundMe, PayPal. There are some big players on here. Just Giving. Impact 101 is the newbie. It's the new player on the scene. How big is this marketplace? Well, it's 136% a year, which is huge, huge. So I know we're in the right arena. Another key indicator of how big crowdfunding is when you get a payment processor such as PayPal be involved in crowdfunding, you know that that's something big. There's another well-known platform that everybody will know, Facebook. Everybody on Facebook, I recommend after this call, jump onto Facebook, put into the search bar fundraisers, and you will see this page. This is a page that you can set up for any fundraising that you would like to do, whether it be for a charity or whether it be for a personal cause. Now that's key, because Facebook is totally a global platform. So that tells me that crowdfunding is most definitely global. Can anybody fundraise? Well, yes, they can. You don't need to be a big company to be fundraising. You don't need to be a charity. This is very difficult for a lot of people just to get their head around, that you can actually raise funds for your own personal cause. It could be to get yourself out of debt. You need to be over 18, I believe, and all you need is a phone and a computer, access to the internet. Now again, crowdfunding. I was around in the days before crowdfunding, and we used to fundraise the old-fashioned way, where you would write it on a piece of paper. You'd go and tell someone what your cause is. After you've done your run or whatever it is you're doing for fundraise, you go back and you collect the money. Very slow. In 2019, we now have social media. This makes this game a game changer. It means we can share our cause with the globe. People helping people. What I'm sharing with you here is a typical example. This was from just before Christmas of 2018, where a broke father in the UK set up a crowdfunding page because he didn't know how he was going to pay for his children at Christmas time. In a very short space of time, he managed to raise £2,000 from people all across the globe that decided to help this guy have a good Christmas. That shows you the power of social media and the power of people helping people. What I'm sharing with you here is just a list of the top crowdfunding platforms. GoFundMe is most definitely the top platform. Did you know that GoFundMe only started in 2010? And if you think about it, that is when social media really started to kick off. In that time, they've raised $5 billion in donations. They're less than 10 years old as a company, yet they've raised $5 billion. And if you look at how GoFundMe works, it works very similar to how I used to fundraise years ago. You would put your cause on their platform. You would ask people to donate to you on their platform. People will, people won't. People need a reason to donate to you. But yet this has already worked. People ask me, well, is crowdfunding legal? Well, hopefully from the platforms I've just shared with you, you can see that it most definitely is legal across all 7 continents across the world. In the UK, we have the FCA, which is a Financial Conduct Authority. They have looked into crowdfunding and they have categorized it into 4 different sections. Loan-based, investment-based. Those 2 are actually regulated by the FCA. You have to have a license to fundraise in those areas. Donation-based and reward-based are not regulated by the FSA. We are in the donation-based and the reward-based part of crowdfunding. That makes it totally legal across the whole globe. Now here we are now in 2019. Impact101 has arrived. It is phenomenal what they have done compared to what has been done before. We started, and today we are actually 6 weeks old today. That is all. And in those 6 weeks, we have completed 950,000 donations in the first 6 weeks. That tells me that Impact101 has a system that is most definitely duplicatable across the globe. It's already proven. This is not what may happen. This is already happening. The person behind Impact101 is a guy called Frank Servideo. First time I'm about to say that out loud. Frank Servideo. 45 years in business. He knows what he's doing in business. He knows what a business needs to have in place to have a successful platform. He does, as it says on the screen, he's had over 20 years marketing experience. And again, his specialty is QR codes. and mobile landing pages. And as we all know, the growth of the mobile phone has actually increased since in the last 10 years, 20 years. Almost everybody has a mobile phone. So the mobile landing page industry is going to be huge. So he's already a successful person. He saw the system of crowdfunding and thought, this is phenomenal. This needs to be done a lot better. So he went away with his business partner, who is Hans Luhmann, and they put together Impact101. Hans Luhmann is the brains behind the software. He understands exactly what we need to make this work. Why this company? Why Impact101? Well, think about it. If you knew about any of these companies I'm sharing with you on the screen today, if you was able to get involved with those companies at the start, how wealthy would you be today? That is all I'm trying to say by this slide. Impact101 is set to be a major, major player in the crowdfunding industry. Oh. Yeah. So the timing is right. It only launched on the 17th of January. There's no better time than now than when you see Impact101. What I'll do now is just run through some of the attributes of this. Let me just, 1 second, let me do this if I can. No, can't. Oops. Okay, it's a single platform crowdfunding and marketing system that allows you to receive half of everything that happens in your donation grid forever. Now, when I say forever, it could be 10 years, it could be 20 years. It's a serious long time. Impact101 is based on a 2x2 grid process. And this, as I already know myself, is the most successful 2x2 follow me donation process in history. I've seen this system in action, and it is phenomenal. Impact101 is a team crowdfunding system. It's not about an individual being very good, it's about a team. You're able to get help from above you within the system, and you're able to get help from people below you in the system. You can receive donations within seconds of actually registering. Impact101, which is crucial, is peer-to-peer team crowdfunding system. So what that means is that whenever I send a donation to anybody, it goes directly from my bank account directly to their bank account. It does not go through Impact101. Whenever I receive a donation from across the globe, it goes from their bank account directly into my bank account. This is powerful. It means there's no middleman. So the question is, well, why would Impact101 do that? What do they get out of that? Well, first, they provide us with an easy to navigate, totally automated, feature-rich dashboard. Because these guys are in high tech, they know what we need on that dashboard to make this work. This displays everything we need in real time. It allows you to monitor your donations second by second. Here's an example of a typical 2x2 donation grid. There you are at the top. You have 2 people on the front line of your grid, and you have 4 people on the second line of your grid. The system is very, very simple. The more simple it is, the more duplicatable it is. Step 1 is you would register, and you will become an active donor. By being an active donor means you are prepared to donate, send a donation directly to 2 people. When you send that donation, that money is gone. You sent somebody a donation. Exactly the same as if you sent a donation to somebody on GoFundMe, Just Giving, you would send somebody a donation. The difference here is that once you've done that, you are now eligible to receive donations. Step 2 is you're looking to find 2 people that would also like to become active donors. 2 people that would be interested in receiving donations to their bank account from across the globe. Step 3 is helping those 2 people do what you've just done. Help them find their 2 people that also want to receive donations from across the globe. That is as simple as this is. It's a 2 who help 2 system. Again, a quick example of how that can actually fill. Because there you are at the top of your donation grid. You've introduced your friend Sue, who also would like to receive donations from across the globe. So she would register with the company. She will become an active donor herself. She will actually send a donation to you because you are her inviter, and she would send the donation to somebody else above you. If she's on the $40 grid, as I'm showing you on here, she would send you half of that $40. So $20 would go to you, and $20 would go to somebody above you. Now, let's say that as you've introduced Sue, the person that referred you is very active, they're very excited, they've introduced somebody to Impact 101, and they've happened to fall underneath you, and you might not know them. The beauty of this system is that Bill, who's fell in underneath you there, he would have to donate to you because he's fell underneath you, so you are going to receive $20 from Bill that you don't know, and $20 would go to the person that invited Bill. Sue would say, right, I'm going to share this with my people now. She would go and introduce her friend Sally across the other side of the globe. Sally has her own crowdfunding ideas. She wants to help a lot of people, so she jumps on board. She donates half of her $40 to Sue, so $20, and half would go to you because Sally is falling into your donation center. You've introduced Jack yourself, because he's someone else that you know from China who's keen to build a crowdfunding platform of his own. He then donates $20 to Sue because he's fell underneath Sue, and he will send $20 to you because you are his inviter. Same for Bill. He'd introduce Tom, and Bill might introduce Dan. Each time, those Tom and Dan would send you a donation because you're at the top of this particular donation center. It is no more difficult than that. We actually have 8 different levels of donation. Now, somebody could start at the lowest level, which is the $40 donation level, level 1. And as I just said, that $40 will be split between 2 people. $20 goes to one person, $20 goes to another person. You're then eligible to receive 6 donations of $20. That's a massive $120. You could be very happy with that and go, thank you very much, and not bother doing it again. Or you might think, well, I'd like to do that again. So you would donate, out of your $120, another $40. So $20 goes to 2 people again in the system, and you're then eligible to do that all over again and receive another 6 donations of $120 from across the globe. Or you might want to start at a higher level. The $80 grid, which is, again, that donation split between 2 people. $40 goes to your inviter, and $40 goes to somebody else in the system. Once that has happened, you have donated to 2 people. You're then eligible to receive donations from across the globe. Now remember, those donations go straight into your bank account. All Impact 101 does is they orchestrate who donates to who. They will ask you to donate to a certain person. It's your choice whether you do or not, but they will ask you to donate to somebody. Once you've donated at the $80 level, you're then eligible to receive 6 donations of $40. That's $240. You only donated $80. Now it gets very special. As you can see, the numbers are starting to double up from 150 to 300 to 600 to 1,200 to 2,400, 4,800. At the highest level, 4,800 grid, you would donate $2,400 to one person, and you would donate $2,400 to another person. Can you imagine receiving a donation of $2,400? Would that make a difference to you? I know that make a huge difference to me. Once you've done that and you've received those donations, the person has received those donations, you are then eligible to receive 6 donations in that grid, in your 4,800 grid of 2,400. That's a whopping $14,400 once that grid is complete. Life-changing incomes, life-changing donations, I would say. This, what I'm sharing with you, obviously, is no guarantee. This is just an example of what can happen. Impact 101, because of their background in technology, know exactly what we need to make this duplicatable. The green bar you can see across the center is a progress bar. That tells you exactly what to do, step by step. It means that you haven't got to be helping people across the globe, constantly on the phone, telling them how to do things. It's all there laid out for them. The bars across the bottom with the orange and the 0, that's the nerve center. That is, again, on your dashboard. It shows you exactly what's going on. It shows you exactly when you need to send a donation. It shows you exactly when you're going to receive a donation as well. The nice thing is that the only money that we ever send to this company, Impact101, is our license fee. The license is to be able to use this software for 6 months, or you might pay for it for 12 months. For 6 months, it's $25. That can be paid by PayPal or with a debit or credit card. It could be paid with Bitcoin or Dash or even a token. The token code goes in the bottom. You click on pay. Very, very simple, very, very affordable for the whole globe. $25 for 6 months. That's about $3 or $4 a month. It's very small. This system, as I say, we are 6 weeks old today. And last time I looked, we are currently in 110 countries around the globe. So that tells me that this system is very duplicatable. Something is very simple and something is working. And all we do is 3 simple steps. We ask somebody a simple question. We don't go explaining all what crowdfunding is about and what Impact101 is about. We ask them, I've found a way that a lot of people are receiving a lot of donations very quickly. If I sent you a short video, would you watch it? Something like that. When they say, yes, tell me more, you send them your landing page. Your mobile landing page is a good choice. And all you do is you repeat the process. Keep doing that over and over and over again. And we know this system works. It's already working across the globe already. The nice thing about these guys is that they have the technology to give us the information that we need. You can see exactly who you've donated to. You can see exactly what donations you've received. This is ideal for your accounting. You may need to show your accountant exactly who you sent donations to. You have all that information there at your fingertips. Here we have some examples of the mobile landing pages that QRGL have been doing for the last, I don't even know how long it's been, 20 years I think it is, I'm not even sure. For many, many years they've been providing these landing pages for mobile phones. So these guys know what we need as a company, what we need as individuals to spread this around the globe. That really is the presentation. There isn't no more to really say on it, apart from get back to the person that has invited you today. Think of a reason why you want to get involved with Impact101. Follow the very simple system, asking people a question. Would you like to receive donations from across the globe? Or do you know anybody that would like to receive donations from across the globe? Do you know anybody that has a campaign or a reason to fundraise that would like some help with their fundraising activity? And then welcome to the team. It's as simple as that. I hope my presentation is okay and everybody understands it. So that is the end of that. So I will now stop sharing. 1 second. Okay, welcome back everybody.
Great presentation, Colin. Thank you for that.
Cheers, mate. Cheers, mate. Should we go through some of the usual questions that we always get, Duncan?
Yeah, good idea. And then if anybody does have any questions, if you want to unmute yourself, you're quite welcome. That's what it is, a questions and answers call.
What I would say, yeah, what I would say is if you don't want to speak because you're shy, I love speaking, I do, but if you don't want to speak, that's okay. We have a chat. We have a chat room. Just type your question in the chat. I know Sean's ready to read out the questions for us. And as Duncan has said, has anybody got any questions that you'd like to ask regarding Impact101 or regarding peer-to-peer crowdfunding? Feel free to unmute your mic if you do.
Hello.
Hi. Who's that?
It's Donna.
Hi, Donna. Hi. Where are you, Donna, in the world?
I'm where you are, Colin. I'm in Birmingham.
Oh, fantastic. Look at that. A global presentation and you live down the road in Birmingham. Fantastic. Go for it, Donna.
Yeah, so I've really just started today. I'm really excited because I've only just put out a couple of posts and I've had 3 yeses. Can I see the videos already? So I'm really excited. A question that I want to ask is, what would you say when people ask you, have you made any money yet?
Great question.
If you haven't, you know, what would you say to that?
Great question. The first thing I would tell them straight away is that we don't make money here. We receive donations.
Okay.
First thing that you actually did was you gave somebody a donation, right? So you actually helped somebody across the globe. Whether you know them or not, you help people across the globe by sending them funds. So now you will receive donations from across the globe. That's the first thing that we need to get across to people. This isn't a business where it's about making money. It's about, do you want to receive donations? So the question is, if you've just started, you may not have received a donation yet. You may have received a few $100s worth in donations. I know that the majority of people in home-based business would love to actually earn $100 in their current business a month. Well, you can receive it almost instantly through this system. If you haven't received any donations yet, then I would tell them, well, I've just started.
Yeah.
That's what I would say to them. And you can tell them somebody else's story. I'll happily tell you my story another time. And I won't say what I'm receiving donations right now, but it's an astounding amount of receiving donations. I'm very happy with this system.
I would
like to add to that, Duncan.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I would just say, Donna, until you've got a story, everybody's got to start somewhere. We all did. So just use your sponsors as an example, their story or somebody else's, until you've got your own story, which will happen very quickly, I can tell you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I have to say as well, Donna, by taking action, by just asking a question, you've already got results. This platform, or any platform, if people don't take action, then nothing happens. Or if people stop taking action, then things stop. As long as you're consistent and you continue to ask people questions every single day, you will have an incredible success with this platform. It will be life-changing. And I bet you have your own cause. You have your own reason why you would like to fundraise.
I definitely do, yeah.
Fantastic. Any other question?
I have a question.
Now. Thank you.
Thanks, Donna. Thank you, Donna.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were finished. I have a question.
Hi, Lynn. You're from, where is it?
I'm from the USA.
Yep.
I'm in Louisiana.
Louisiana, lovely.
Yes. This is an odd question maybe, but I'm curious. Let's say I invite someone and the person is open to receiving the videos and everything and decides it's a great thing and wants to get in, but doesn't come back to me and get in with me and chooses somehow or another, maybe finds he knows someone who's in it and he goes under them. What happens with that kind of a situation?
Okay, my own personal view on this is this. You want to be able to work with people that want to work with you.
Correct.
That's my own personal view. Now, my own view is if somebody shares something with me, any opportunity, I'll thank them for sharing it with me, but it does not mean that I actually want to work with that person. Because somebody else I might know even better, that I can actually work the business better with, might introduce it to me a week later. And to me, I would want to work with a person that would benefit me the best. That's my own view. Some people think, well, no, if somebody told you first, that's the person you've got to go with. Me personally, I don't think like that. I don't know about you, Duncan. What do you think on that?
Yeah, well, in the end, Lynn, it's basically, unfortunately, just that person's decision. They have to decide who they want to join. Simple as that. It happens occasionally, not very often, but listen, it wouldn't bother me too much. You've just got to deal with it and speak to them, and they have to make the decision in the end.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And it's not happened to me. It was just something I was thinking about and wondering if y'all had any kind of ethics involved in that.
Well, put it this way, the ethics are obviously the person that first told about them, but as Colin said, you can't stop somebody if they really don't want to work with you, or for whatever reason they want to work with somebody else. That's their decision in the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Put it this way, nobody can go direct to the company.
No. Like someone was just said in the chat, let them go. There's lots of people out there that we can help. I never get hung up on it. If somebody wants to go work with somebody else, that's absolutely fine.
Okay.
Okay.
I have one more question, if it's okay.
Yes, go for it.
Okay. Another kind of strange one. What if, let's say I'm doing really great in this, which I anticipate, okay? And let's say I pass away in the midst of it.
Well, you won't.
Well, I hope I won't either, but I'm just, so what can be done, if anything, like I have a niece, and would there be any way, does that just completely stop any funds, or can I take my niece and let it go to her?
It is willable then.
Pardon me?
It is willable.
It's willable. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Definitely. Yes.
That was way more succinct than I said.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Don't worry. Yeah, but I mean, it's worth thinking about. You're absolutely right. Yeah.
Okay, great. Perfect. Thank you.
Good.
Okay. Anybody else like to talk before I hand it over to Sean?
Yeah, thanks.
Before I hand it over to Sean, anybody else want to talk?
I just want to say how much Sean has been helping me.
Okay.
The patience he's had with helping me. So thank you, Sean.
People helping people.
Yeah.
He's a good man. He is.
Yeah. Thanks a lot for that. I'll pay you later, Lynn. Okay.
Okay.
No, the good thing about it, Lynn, and also Donna and whoever's on the call, like Colin was saying, it is a fantastic community where we do. I mean, Lynn, she's obviously got her sponsor, but I help her as well, and vice versa. You just never know. I might need Donna's help sometime, you know. And a question for you, the question you asked, Donna, you know, when somebody says, how much have you been donated? You know, to tell you the truth, if you asked me that question and I said to you, Donna, okay, I've been donated, let's just for fun say $10,000 or 50, what would it do for you? It doesn't really matter really, but like I said, what Colin said is, if you haven't got donations at the moment, you know, speak to someone who has and take it from there. So that's all I'm going to say.
Okay. Are there any questions for us there, Sean?
No, not really. Just good questions. Like somebody said about if someone moves on, it's like a footballer who wants to move club, let them go. Other than that, there's no more questions coming in.
Okay.
So you must have done a good job.
Fantastic. We plan to step this up a bit now as well on the presentations, because we do find that people have a lot of questions and they like to get together to chat. So between me and Duncan, we're definitely going to be doing at least 2 calls a week. That's right, you Duncan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just while we're talking about that, Colin, you and I were talking about systems, marketing systems that we're both trialing out. So we are testing out systems right now, which before we pass them out on to people, we want to test them ourselves first to get the results. So if you're somebody like me that's not brilliant on internet marketing and you're looking for something to maybe help you and speed things up, that's what we're both looking at right now. And when the time is right, which won't be long, we will announce it and show it to help everybody.
Brilliant. All I would say, guys, is that Impact101 is at the forefront of peer-to-peer crowdfunding. There's not a better system out there today. They have everything in place. I mean, these guys very rarely talk about what they're going to do. They always talk about what they've done. It's very, very different to what I've personally been experienced to. And I can see this being around for the next 10, 20 years. Now, you look at GoFundMe, you look at what has to happen for them to raise the amount of donations that they have. People have to get their causes out there, and it's fingers crossed, will somebody donate and help them? Here, it is a case of what's in it for me. I will happily donate to somebody across the globe because I know, because of the system, I'm likely to receive donations. That is a huge shift. And we're all seeing this right at the very beginning. So just hang in there. Get spreading those videos around. Just ask people. Don't stop asking people. That's probably my biggest tip of the day. Don't stop telling people about it.
Another question from Saleh. Is it if you invite 3 people at the same time and join, does the third person open a new grid, or he goes underneath the 2 who joined first?
Yep. The donation grid, it fills from top to bottom, from left to right. So if he's got 3 people that he's personally introduced, he's referred, and he has nothing from above him because he's too quick himself. The first 2, whoever sign up first, time-wise, will go in the first 2 spots. The third person will go underneath number 1 on the left. It goes top to bottom, left to right.
Worth pointing out, Colin, because a lot of people ask this because they think, well, there's 6 positions. So what happens if you introduce 10 people?
Great question.
All that basically happens is that first grid fills, it finishes, it ends. You will have received 3 times what you donated in that grid level. And all it means then, the other people drop into the new grid. And what can also happen at the same time is the first people that you've just introduced previously, if they've completed their grid, they will now pop back in and possibly go underneath the last people you just introduced. So everybody benefits. And you and I saw this, Colin, the very first day we got started. You literally filled the grid the same day, didn't you?
Absolutely. It's like an eye-opener. When we saw this system working, this 2x2 follow-me system working, we thought, wow. Because again, both of us have a lot of experience in multi-level marketing, and it's hard work. This is completely different. We're able to help everybody that's involved with us with this. All you got to do is work closely with the person that's introduced you. And it's as simple as that. You know, it's very, very simple, very, very straightforward.
And I think a lot of people think you have to keep recruiting. No, you don't. I mean, basically what you need to do is just work with a handful of good people, keep helping them build their teams. And what will happen is those people will constantly follow you in every grid, on every level. You actually do not need to keep looking for other people. Now, obviously, my suggestion is keep doing it, because like anything, if you found something that's really good, you want to tell everybody about it. I literally want to tell everybody about this system because I have never seen anything quite like this. And right now, the timing couldn't be better. With what's going on in the world, with the banking system, with what's going on in crowdfunding. Crowdfunding is here to stay, and it's just going to get bigger and bigger. And I honestly think more and more people are going to be looking for other ways of generating revenue. I'm sure everybody will agree who's on this call. I don't know about you, but I've tried everything. Now, some of those things work brilliantly, but a lot of them aren't around anymore. Here is a system that can just go on and on and on. Absolutely amazing. So,
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Okay, it's Lynn. And Colin, you were talking about it going on 10, 20 years in the future. So you see an end of this?
Oh, no, I don't. No, it's just the word forever is a bit strong because nothing lasts forever. So I don't like the word forever.
Because someone that I was, pardon me?
If it lasts 10, 20, 30 years, it will make a serious life-changing thing for everybody that's involved.
I agree. And the only reason I was bringing it up is someone had said to me, think of the infinity sign, which is an 8 on its side. This person believes that it doesn't ever stop. And that would be great for grandchildren, you know, and others that come along later, if that's true, if that's possible.
Well, it's the power of people helping people. People always will need funds. We cannot, as Duncan has just said, we cannot rely on banks. We cannot just rely on debt. Something has to change. The internet means that we, as people, can help each other. It's so good that I can send somebody a donation. If Impact have done 950,000 donations, every single cent of that has gone to somebody's bank account or Bitcoin account or PayPal account. Every single cent of that. That's going to make a huge difference to a lot of people. And we're only
I
agree. Thank you.
Okay.
And just while we're talking about that, Lynn, we have a system here that everybody wants and everybody needs. And Colin's right. You know, everybody wants more money. Everybody needs more money. If they don't need more money now, that doesn't mean to say they're going to need more money in the future, because everybody's situation changes. My personal situation changed dramatically in 2018. Did I think a year before that I would be in the situation I got into? No, I didn't. So, you know, even if somebody doesn't want this system right now, that doesn't mean to say they're going to not want it in the future.
Right, right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Brilliant. Okay, I think we'll close it there. I think if there's no more questions, everyone's happy. We've got another call on Sunday evening. All I would say to you is share your web. If you're not involved, get back to the person that's invited you. Ask them for their website. Take a look at those videos that explain everything. Get yourself in the system. Don't feel good about donating, and then sharing your videos. You'll have people that want to know more. We're back again on Sunday evening. We can double the amount of people we've got in here right now, and let's go and impact the whole world. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Colin.
Thank you.
Thanks, Colin. Thanks, Lynn. Thanks, Robert, Donna, everybody.
Thanks, Sean.
You're welcome.